Welcome on stage, Dave.
Hey, can you
Nice
see
to
me and
meet you.
hear me?
I can see you, I can hear you.
All right, let's get a presentation up here.
That's right. So David Wiens from Siemens is the last presenter of the day. And
Okay.
we're looking forward to your presentation.
First off, welcome to the last session of the day. I see some of you folks have been on for quite a while. I'm on the west coast of the U.S., so it's merely lunchtime for me. I'm not pushing past the late beer hours. What I'd like to talk about, thanks for hanging on for those who are still here. I noticed there was a title associated with mine, which was something about additive electronics for PCBs. That's what I get for not supplying a title in time. What I would like to talk about is optimizing the tool chain from design through manufacturing for printed electronics. I'm in the software side of Siemens. I found that I have to clarify that because Siemens is so large, and came from previously Mentor Graphics. And so our participation in this process, we've been working, the other speakers in this last bit of the session were all folks that have been in the NextFlex ecosystem. Siemens has been in that as well. We've supplied the software for the electronics design side. And our interest in this process is to learn how to optimize our tools, because we supply ECAD tools for the electronics. We also supply mechanical tools and simulation tools, all of which can be brought to bear in these advanced printed electronics. And so we're interested in figuring out how we can optimize that flow. And so what I'd like to talk about really is what optimizing that tool chain looks like, and some of the steps we've taken towards that. First off, printing and additive techniques, I mean, they're called lots of different things, right? Printed electronics, additive manufacturing. These really allow a lot of novel architectures. We've been living in the world of ICs and PCBs for 40 plus years now. And these new techniques give us, a lot of new options for flexible circuits, beyond the realm of the rigid flex that we've had in the PCB world, conformal electronics, structural and 3D. Structural and 3D really come one and the same. Really new architectures that we can look at, and this technology really drives a convergence between the design of packaging and circuit boards. There's always been a close collaboration between the IC, the package, and the PCB side. This really starts to merge some of those approaches into a smaller discipline. Some of that's because we're taking bare die out of the packages and putting them directly on the substrate. And then the last is that the design and tool path, and the entire tool path, not just what we mean when we talk about printing, but the tool chain from design through manufacturing really are unique. And this presents a lot of those new opportunities that I talked about for design freedom, but they also applies, that means there have to be some constraints applied to due to the process technologies. And so I want to get a bit into what some of that looks like. These examples I've got down here, I stole from some NextFlex stuff. These are all types of circuits that we've been designing already with, NextFlex has been designing with some of our software. So from a design perspective, I like to break things down into planar and non-planar. And for the most part, and my apologies, I haven't been able to sit through the entire day. I've had the benefit of doing some of these things virtually, is that you can be in more than one place at one time, and I've had other virtual customer meetings simultaneously. But what I just saw that Girish presented, and I know others from NextFlex present, is mostly planar technology. Planar technology, when you think about your average PCB's flat, it's planar. And